Let's be vulnerable. I'm so vulnerable. Let's be vulnerable. I'm so vulnerable.
What up, though? Welcome to another episode of Jelly Lounge Radio Show, where we discuss politics like family. That's the theme song, Vulnerable, my latest single from an upcoming double album, Jelly for Life, Jelly Forever. I'm your host, Jelly. On the music, copyright, don't mean nothing, Facebook. A lot going on in the world today. But we're going to start with Detroit as always. Weather's getting better. Might have a little snow coming. Governor Gretchen Whitmer did her final State of the Union, and she hit on a few things she'd like to close out with on a good note. She talked about lower family costs, bolstering education, investing in housing with a $1.4 billion investment, funding for education, for literacy and preschool, tax relief for seniors and working families. Now I'll break it down a little bit more. We got our credentials for this media thing, journalists. We're gonna get to it. Housing and economic development, a major focus on building or rehabilitating homes to lower costs alongside investments in skilled trades. Education priorities. You want to continue focus on pre-K through higher education, emphasizing literacy, free school meals, and technical training. I know they had VOTEC when I was in the 90s. Cost of living initiatives to reduce healthcare costs, energy expenses, and child care costs for families. Budget and infrastructure, pushing for a balanced budget, potentially using taxes on online gambling and vaping, alongside ongoing infrastructure improvements. And some people I know who still smoke the icky icky. They take a little issue with taxing on the weed and the vaping, because you can get it so many different ways now. And bipartisanship and legacy. She's aiming for common ground with a Republican-controlled House to finalize priorities during this final year. I see it can be done. The Michigan is in a good place right now financially. We need to bring back to making movies. They can do that, because that was, long as it's a favorable deal for us and the companies. That will open up the avenue for Michigan, because we got a lot of great spots here. Go to Traverse City, got beaches there. We got skiing up north, so you can film a lot of multifaceted stuff. I know they filmed one of the Transformers movies here, part of Batman versus Superman, or the Justice League movie, and a few other things. So it can be done. We all Michiganders. As long as you're doing it for the greater good of the people, it can be done. Now, also, you had Donald Trump give his State of the Union. Appreciate you tuning in. And some stuff was false. Some stuff he did was good. I saw a video where they had him speaking about illegal immigrants here, and a State of the Union that President Bill Clinton gave in 1995 during his presidency, that you have to take care of Americans first. You got to come over here the right way. And I found it interesting that he was playing a little chess too when I watched it this morning, when he made the statement that the government's first job is for the American citizens, not illegal immigrants. I didn't see too many Democrats stand up, which I think you should have, because that is our first job. Even Democratic presidents have said the same. Even President Obama has said the same. Your allegiance and job is for taking care of America and its citizens. I feel for people coming from countries that have a lot of issues, but you got to come here the right way and get your visas or citizenship. Because if you're not an American citizen, you don't take precedent over American citizens. And I was shocked that was opportunity because midterms are coming up, and I'm like, you just giving them a lot of reasons to make campaign ads that why you want to vote a Democrat back in when I agree with that. Why would you want to vote one of them back in when the president who runs the country said that our first job is just like in Michigan, the first job of the governor or the city Detroit mayor is take care of the people within his borders that are here legally. So to have any issue with that is like you should stand up just so you can show that you won't go to one of your town halls and like, wait a minute, why wouldn't you stand for that? Yes, true, we are country immigrants, but as of now, we are the United States of America. It used to be the Native American land. They got it from them and created America. So, given where we are now, you have to be an American citizen. Now, me living in Detroit, you go downtown, we are right across from Windsor, Canada. I can't drive in my car under the tunnel and get they border door or bridge person or gate and just want to go through and like I want to go eat over here. Then I'm like, okay, well, where's your identification stuff so we can let you in? I just can't walk into Canada. I can't take the ambassador bridge into Canada. So I find it weird that people think in America you should be able to just come over here. No questions asked. That's crazy. Okay, I see that argument. But and people argue with you on this that Democrats used to be the Republican Party before they switched. I think both parties can do better and do more. That's why I'm independent. Because under President Biden, they did allow a plethora of people into the country and were housing them and giving them benefits that American citizens had issues getting. Yeah, that shouldn't play out like that. Now people start arguing other different things. Oh well, they was trying to create a different voting block, push out the black vote because we mainly vote Democratic. But President Trump was elected on a lot of people didn't like the way stuff was going. One of the main things people voted on was we want you to deal with this immigrants that are coming here that are not American citizens. And I like the way he's been going about it. Now, with the now funding of the Department of Homeland Security, which funds ICE, like that's a negotiating tool in front of Democrats, but that could bite them come midterms that's coming up. Because again, your first duty is to American citizens. And I dare anybody to go anywhere across this country. You can go look this up, sir. Back when Lincoln was a Republican, they were the Democrats looking out for the little guy. I get what you're saying about platform switch, but Republican was the party for the little guy back then, compared to now it's the Democrats. So you have a good point. But unless you research that history, today people never look at Republicans were for the little guy. They just assume they for big corporations or whatever. And Democrats used to be the ones for big corporate, don't look out for the little guy. So ideologies did change, but identity as well. Go check history on it. I appreciate you commenting and watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate the dialogue. So it's going to be interesting to see how the midterms play out. I'll see you later. Appreciate you tuning in. Now, after the State of the Union, I know it's been, now if you've been watching the show, they had racial divides. You spoke it right. But class has played a factor into it to where we are now. Like the skeptic thing that people say, once you make money, you become a Republican. Because they're going to look out for your interests compared to when you're the working class, you'll be a Democrat because they focus more on the working class priorities. So, whichever way you look at it. Now we got some going on. We have just got into not a war, but with us in Israel, we have done strikes on Iran. Now, if you've been watching the show, I've talked about a while ago when Iran had a big protest going on and their police force was attacking the protesters, and President Trump was made suggestions to the Iranian supreme leader that, hey, let them do their protestings or whatever, but you can't be beating them and all this stuff. And he told him, worry about Americans, stay out of my business. Okay. So now, prior to this, they launched strikes toward Israel. We stand with Israel, read the Bible, say we stand with Israel. So in a joint venture, we have attacked multiple parts of Iran. Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu, is claiming that they may have taken out the Iranian supreme leader. The whole world is looking at this like, what's really going on? What's the deal? Russian Qatar called for military action to end in the region. It's kind of funny Russia saying that when y'all still been going back and forth with war stuff with Ukraine last few years. Well, a lot of countries are looking at this and starting to weigh in like, okay, wait a minute. No one wants a World War III. That might be a nuclear war. No one wants that. But war ain't really good. Some people say you make more money doing war. But war right now might not be a good move. That's how a lot of countries are talking about it or feeling about it. And I see their points. Because people on the ground are always ones who get hurt the most. President Trump's calling for regime change. You can see videos on CNN or other media outlets on what it looks like, and it's people on the ground. So even if you are hitting your targets with missile or drone strikes, man, it's people being affected. Now, Iranian spokesperson saying it's an egregious act of aggression. Yeah, a lot of the drone strikes near Dubai Hotel. Yeah, it's going to be going for a minute. Then you got the cartels. They took out police took out their leader, and they started retaliating by blowing up and setting fire to Mexico. And some people have been speaking on their social medias for all the people protesting ICE and all this. Why don't they go back home and fight the battles on their homeland with the cartels. And ain't even May yet, March yet. And, I mean, I know we went in Venezuela and got old boy, his wife. And he did say he was looking at some other people, and people been looking like, okay, well, what type of chess moves he about to start making? So we're gonna see how this play out. I mean, the U.S. Department has issued a warning to all American citizens to be cautious abroad. I would tell anyone that's an American citizen, you need to always pay attention to world politics, what we got going on, so you know how to move if you leave out this country. Don't matter if you Democrat, Republican, Independent, you need to mind your surroundings. Great line from Batman Begins. You should know if we start beefing with someone, you ain't going over there, and they might want to take you as forget back. And we had President George W. Bush president. A lot of countries didn't like us, and they were kidnapping Americans during that time period, early 2000. I would tell people then, like, you need to stay closer to more U.S. friendly places where you go, because some people take these politics real serious. No, we talk stuff or whatever, but we ain't in the streets or storming the capitals all the time. We had that one time, but we ain't trying to overthrow a government. These other countries be about that action. They get sick and tired. They be 10 toes down about it. The American citizens, you just learned about this. We in the cooperation with Israel have done drone missile strikes on Iran, where Prime Minister Israel Netanyahu, I'm saying his name right, is claiming they may have killed the supreme leader, which if this is true, that's going to trigger off some things. But they'll be cautious leaving out the country right now, because war is not pretty. And unfortunately, people in those regions, be careful, because y'all collateral damage. Y'all ain't said nothing or got a military to do nothing. And when them drop them drone missiles, it might hit the target, but the fallout. That's where the issue comes. So that'll be safe out there. We're going to talk about this some more on ground floor, because I think this something need to be talked about, because these have some ramifications coming forward. But this was going on in the world so far in Detroit. Going, like I say, today, going to have the part 2 to the Black History special on Middle Ground at 7. Then 9 o'clock, we're going to talk about probably this and maybe for other few things, but definitely going to talk more about this potential war with Iran, ramifications of it. Appreciate you rocking out the show. This is episode 21. Next week could be series finale. Then I just keep going. I believe in doing like old TV shows, have 22 episodes. That's what I believe. So next week be series finale. Then the following week be season 2. Just keep going. But I enjoyed this episode. Be safe out here. Like, subscribe YouTube channel, Middle Ground with JLE Network. Go get my latest political thriller book, The Order of 12th Intellect. Great story. Lord Radins III, that dude something different. Check out my other content. And check back with it next time. Till next time, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to purchase my latest products, my books and music, go to Amazon.com. I have new merchandise on the way. Like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with Jelly Network. Thanks for coming.